What's up everyone, Stephen Shaw here, and today we're going to change out these old doors for some nice new pretty ones. We're also going to change out the closet doors. I'm changing out all the doors, this one here, that one down there, and this one here. So, stick around. Alright, we made it to the Home Depot. That's it in. Alright, so we got the doors. Now we just gotta bring them to the house. Who's this? Leon's Furniture. Probably want to sell me something. Steven speaking.
Hi, Stephen. This is the general manager from Leon's Furniture in Dartmouth. Can you keep a secret? Special.
I can't keep
Visit leons.ca.
I'm telling everyone. So first thing we're going to do is take off these doors because we're just going to paint the existing door jambs and reuse those and just put new trim on it. So let's get started. Guaranteed not to squeak for 25 years. So now we just gotta give this a light sanding, and then we're gonna put some primer on it, and then we'll paint. So the primer we're using to cover up the cover on the trim here it's called Bin. This stuff, it says you don't need to sand. I did sand anyways a little bit, just because it goes against everything I believe in. I've always been told that you have to sand anything that's shiny for paint or primer to stick, but this stuff says you don't have to, and you know what, I've used it in the past and it holds up really well. It's a great product, so if you have to cover over stain like I am here, I definitely highly recommend this product. And this is not a sponsored video, just really like this product. A little stinky, but that's how it goes, man, when you got good performance. Just gonna give this a stir, it's been sitting a while. Ooh. Chunky at the bottom. Chunky monkey. Time to steam. Hello, sir. That's just me talking to our dog. Mind me, I'm not having a stroke. Look at that, beautiful. Nice and white. Oh, yeah. Roll on goodness. Today I'm going to show you how you can hang an interior door on pre-existing frame. So first we're going to put the new hinges on. Now when you're putting these on, you want to make sure you have the pin at the top. So that's upside down, that could slide out. Make sure that's at the top. Put it on in there. So it appears I lost some footage of me getting the door up in place and marking off for the hinges. So I'm going to show you that now. So what I use, so we're just going to pretend that the door hasn't been attached yet. So what we would do is put this, it's called a wind bag. I put this underneath and I just pump it up until the door will push up to where there is an acceptable gap along the top here. And once there is an acceptable gap, you don't want too much, but you don't want it so close that it's going to be hitting or rubbing. Once you get the door in place and you get that gap perfect to where you want it, the gap at the top of the door, you're going to have your hinges attached to the door frame, but not to the actual door. And then you're just going to mark. You might be able to see the marks I already made here with pencil. You're just going to mark exactly where the hinge lines up on the door. And then you'll release the air out of the bag, and then you'll just take the door off, and then we'll cut out the spots for the hinges. So this is the hinge template tool that I'm using. It just makes the install a whole lot cleaner. And you can use a chisel as well. There we go. But just looks so much better. So I'm just using a router here with the template to cut out the hinge. Didn't quite get the front all the way for some reason. So let's just give her another pass. Yeah, that's better. Not sure what was going on the first time, but we got her that time, folks. All right, and look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. Nice and snug in there, and man, oh man. Beep. Now we put the door into place. Do 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 do. Oh, I'm missing a step. I forgot a step, guys. I forgot a step. We gotta, of course, put the brackets on. Oh my. You know, half the time spent is just trying to figure out where you left things. Kind of put that one right there. Make sure you're in the center. Boom. Next. Oh yeah. Okay, on to the next one. These can be so difficult. Okay, and that's cool. Oh, that one crooked as hell. I don't know why. That's weird. Try that again. Maybe I should drill it out. There we go. Sometimes they like to be drilled out. Oh, one other thing. Just keep the screws loose for now until you get it hinged. That way, if it's off slightly, it will go into place. Okay, so let's pump it up a bit. One in. Now we're going to open the door up and we're going to screw the hinges in. Okay, now test for fitment. And it's a little too close at the bottom. It's hitting right here. So what we're gonna have to do, take these ones out, fill the holes in again. So what I'm using here to fill in the holes is a kebab stick. You can also use toothpicks as well. So it just fills in the holes so the screw doesn't slide back in when you're trying to screw it back in. Uh-oh. No, I think that might be exactly where it was before. Yes, it is. It's exactly where it was before. So I'm just gonna drill a little bit. There we go. That's better. It's still very slightly hitting on the bottom here. All right, to get this to close properly, so we're just gonna pop these out again. Just gonna bend them out by clamping onto this with some vice grips. And then bending up. There's one. And there's the other. So I'm just going to make sure they're bent equally. If not, it's not going to go together. Yeah, it looks pretty good. There we go. That made quite a difference. Wow. So I'm just checking the gaps here. I'm just looking up and down the gap here. Right from the top right to the bottom. Making sure it's even the whole way. And as you can see, that looks pretty good. On this side, it is closer at the top. But it gets larger at the bottom where I bent the hinge to keep it from hitting here. And I think when this door frame was originally installed, I think it was out a bit. So now we will put the handle on. We have another template for the job. This one here will slide onto the door. You line this part up with the hole in the door jamb for the striker plate, and that'll get this get your handle drilled out perfectly in the right spot on the door. So let me show you. So our striker plate's here. So slide this on. And then just make sure it lines up in that striker, or the striker plate hole. You can see from this angle. See what I mean? Get that right in the center of that hole. Make sure that's perfectly in the center. Looks like it could go up a tiny bit. You only get one shot at this, so take your time and do not rush. I think that's pretty good. So then you want to make sure this is centered. and then give it a little tap. And then you want to give this one a tap. All right, well, let's drill some holes. Let's line that up right with the hole. Drill away. Once you get through on the other side, you're going to want to start drilling from this side going in. Because if not, you see how it pushes the door, the material out. It'll wreck your door if you try drilling right through from one side. So once you get the hole through the middle here, then you can drill them from this side. It's a messy job, but somebody has to do it. So now we got that drilled out. We're gonna drill out the inside here. Okay, then we got that hole drilled out. Now we got to make the little cutout for the latch. And to do that, I have yet another tool. So this, you just line up in here. You can see the... So I haven't had much luck with this tool. I would recommend just using a chisel and a hammer. It's much cleaner. This thing was chipping doors and was a little difficult to use. So what you would do with a regular chisel is just put the hardware in place and trace it out with a pencil, and then just chisel it out with a regular chisel and hammer. I'm gonna tell you a little secret about these handles. The way they're designed is to have the curve to go up, and that's because when you grab a hold of it, it just follows your hand more naturally. I see these upside down like this, and when you grab it, it just doesn't fit as comfortable. Now in this case, I usually put the screws on the inside of the door, just to make it look a little better. But that means the curve is going to be down. Now you can actually switch these handles around to get the curve to go up. And I'll show you how to do that in a minute. So put this on. One, two. Now, put these on. And this one here. I usually go backwards on the bolt until you hear a little click. That just makes sure you're not gonna cross thread. So you hear that little click. There we go. Door handle on. It's latching properly. Now we have to just install the strike plate. So where I want my strike plate, it's not really going to line up with the existing holes. So I'm going to fill them in, drill them out, and then put the new screws in. All right. We filled them in. Now we're going to drill out the new holes. Let's give it a shot. Oops. Bingo. So now I'm going to show you how to flip the handles around. So it comes with this little key here, and you just put it, there's a little hole in the side of the handle. We're just going to put it in the little hole. And then, voila. Handles come off. Switch them around. And then they properly face up, which gives it the nice contour to your hand. There you go. One happy little door installed. Beautiful. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, please hit that like button. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, please consider subscribing. We will be releasing a new video on how to install closet doors and also do trim work next week. Thanks again, and have a great day.